Welcome back. We are going to do the Bring Down the Sky downloadable content. And I took the liberty of getting rid of some of my inventory in between videos, because we picked up a lot of junk on that last mission, the depot, which is now gone, obviously, since we blew it up. That is why we can't have nice things. Bring Down the Sky is the Exodus cluster, asteroid X57. There's actually two systems here. Let's look at the other system, Utopia. And if that sounds familiar, it's because we've been there before. There's a number of planets here. I don't think there's anything you can scan. One of the planets is Eden Prime. That's why it sounds familiar. Because it's where we started the game some 30-odd hours ago. This idyllic agrarian world was one of the first human colonies established beyond the Charon mass relay. Eden Prime's biosphere is unusually well suited for importation of Earth native life. This fertility drew heavy immigration and development by the Systems Alliance and various corporations. Today, Eden Prime is a model of sustainable, organized development. The population is housed in space-efficient arcologies that tower over thousands of kilometers of green fields and orchards. Yes, that was before the Geth invaded, obviously. Some other planets here. Like I said, I don't think there's anything you can survey, but... well, just in case. Nirvana? Weird graphical glitch there. And Xanadu, they sure went for their paradise naming here. Alright, the Asgard system then is where asteroid X57 is. Let's see what's going on there. What this DLC is about. Well, the asteroid appears to be the first thing. It is in a kind of a weird position. Let's see. X57 is a metallic asteroid originally located at the trailing Lagrange point of the gas giant Bohr. With the increased development on Terra Nova, a new orbital port facility was necessary. Due to a shortage of funding, it was decided to mine out X57 using the recovered resources to finish out the interior for habitation. The asteroid was decelerated from Bohr's orbit using fusion torches, allowing it to fall into the orbit of Terra Nova. Recently, communications with the engineering team on X57 have been lost. The fusion torches have reignited, and the asteroid is accelerating towards Terra Nova. This is actually an interesting concept, one that some people have speculated about doing for real, capturing an asteroid and bringing it into Earth orbit, and then mining it out to build a space station, and gaining the resources from the inside. While doing so, it would not be impossible, but would be quite a monumental undertaking. Obviously, we don't have fusion torches to accomplish such a thing. I think most of the concepts I've seen used nuclear explosions to bring the asteroid from the asteroid belt to Earth orbit. It seems here they're using fusion torches, which may be easier. It's also a concept used by some science fiction writers. My favorite science fiction author at the moment is Peter F. Hamilton. Used this concept of asteroid-based space stations extensively, both in his Greg Mendel books and in the Night's Dawn trilogy. Which is kind of why I liked this concept here. Let's see, though, what's happening there. If they lost communication with it, and the torches have been reignited, can't be good. Let's see, who am I going to take with me? Garrus and Tali. It's a very tech-heavy squad, but anyway.
Status. Sensors revealed collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours. Analysis. Torches must be disabled to cease the acceleration.
Hello. I heard your transmission. You hear me? Haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
We heard you, whoever you are. I must, however, take some issue here with the physics as presented. I guess that's one of the fusion torches. For one thing, how 3 fusion torches on one side of the asteroid are able to actually accelerate it rather than just send it spinning is a complete mystery to me. Mass effect fields, I guess. The other problem is that if you are going to send an asteroid into orbit, you would aim it at an orbital insertion point, not at the planet. Basically, you wouldn't aim it at the planet, you'd aim it at... I can't really point that at here. It's sort of like there. So that it would actually end up in orbit. It would either be going too fast at that point, which case if you did nothing, it would slingshot around the planet and you'd lose it. You'd have to decelerate it into orbit. Or if you want to be very precise, you could calculate it such that it entered orbit at exactly the right speed and you didn't have to do anything, although that would be very hard. Either way, though, if that's what you did, then turning the fusion torches back on will just accelerate the approach and therefore cause it to slingshot around the planet, not crash into it. And if the torches are adjusting the course to cause it to now be aimed at the planet, then simply shutting them down will not solve the problem. You'd need to reverse the course change. So there's just no way they can make the physics of this situation actually work with the scenario they've presented. Which is a shame after they've used such a nice, hard sci-fi concept of using an asteroid to build a space station, and then they muck up the details. Oh well, what can you expect? This game already does a lot better than most other games. It looks like there's a transmission tower here and the 3 fusion torches that we'll have to disable. I wonder if the transmission tower is where the distress call came from. But we saw an anomaly on the map, which is not here on this map. We saw it on the radar. Well, let's check that out first. Looks like an ordinary shack and a couple of pieces of equipment and a technician kit. The Logic Arrest Tool 9 Omni Tool, which is quite a good Omni Tool. I think we're going to get some pretty awesome equipment in this mission. And slightly less tech cooldown bonus, but the extra shield and med recharge bonus make that worth it. Of course, Tali and Garrus are both Omni Tool users. And so Garrus can take my ult. 6. Selling my inventory brought me almost back up to the maximum amount of money, despite having bought the Spectre weapons. I'm just hammering home the point that it's way too easy to make money here. Let's see. The body of someone, G. Mendel. This victim was badly beaten before being killed with a pistol shot to the back of the head at close range. It's likely he surrendered only to be executed by his sadistic captors. This was no boating accident. This man was murdered. What's going on here? Looks like that might mean that the reactivation of fusion charges was not an accident. Might have been the act of some mercenaries or something. Metagel. We don't need that. Survey Station 3, final entry, logged by engineer G. Mendel. The central transmission tower is on the fritz again. No one ever listens to my warnings about single points of failure. I'm surprised our surface comms work half as well as they do. When Sludge shows up to to relieve me. I'll go see if I can get the old girl back up and running. Well, I guess he never got to do that. I guess that means the transmission tower is not where the distress call came from. We've got new assignments here. Bring down the sky, which is the main one, and 2 missing engineers is related to the engineers. One of whom we just found. Apparently he's dead. Let's see if the other 2 are as well. We'll find out a bit more about that later. The transmission tower was apparently disabled. It might help us to enable it again. We might be able to get a better handle on the situation from doing that. I think that's up there. And we can see the 2 fusion torches. Well, if nothing else, this gives us a nice vantage point. You can see 2 of the 3 torches, at least. And there are turrets marked on the map, not surprising. It was never going to be that easy, was it? Despite the fact that this does create the illusion of movement, I don't think it's possible to ever actually have that thing hit the planet. Just by waiting too long, anyway. Let's repair this tower. Data link between the transmission tower and several survey stations has been restored. Survey station locations are now shown on your map. Those are the... oh, wrong button. Those are actually the survey stations like the one we just found. Now they're shown on the map, so we'll want to check those out. But let's first deal with the first of the fusion torches. Is it me or is there something up there? Is that the survey station or? I don't know. Might be possible to see what I'm talking about in the video, but they're up on the other ridge, red block there. Doesn't look like that's where the survey station is. Survey station appears to be further away. Well, we'll check that out after we deal with this thing here.
We're headed in the right direction. I don't know who you are, but I'm damn go.
What's why she can't just talk freely? Must be in some kind of dangerous situation. The turrets here are a bit harder to deal with than usual because, well, as you can see, they're hiding. And only when you get close enough do they make themselves visible. Which means that it's not as easy to just deal with them from a large distance. Because you need to stay in range. If you move too far away, they hide again. There's the one on this side too. Oh, there it is. One left, up there. Oops. It hit me! And then we are free to check out this building, which is actually attached to the church. So from there, we can hopefully disable it. My use key is not cooperating. The hell? Okay. That was weird. So far, just an ordinary building with a dead human in it. That's not a good sign. There's more to this mission than just regular side quest bases. There is actually an area that's unique. But first we have to deal with the torches, which are these regular types of buildings. Uh-oh.
Batarians.
Harak! Check! Check! Fresh meat!
I don't know what he said, but I'm sure I don't like it. And now is the time that I'm
Release the Baron!
going to be really glad that I fixed the overheating glitch. Because these guys constantly use sabotage. Which overheats your weapons, as you can see. Making this an incredibly difficult mission if you have that glitch. Batarians are a race that we've heard about before. They're apparently competing for colonies with the humans in the Terminus systems. We haven't yet seen them, though. This is the only place in the first game that they appear. They will become a lot more prominent in the second game. Looks like there's more people here.
Cover!
I hate it when they die just as I use power. Seem to have lodged him into the
That's the last of them.
cabinet. Batarians have a bad reputation. They also have 4 eyes, as you might have noticed. And it appears that they are responsible for what's happening here. Which, to me, means their reputation is well deserved. I'm just checking whether or not everyone's using the right weapons. It looks like there's lots of crates and stuff here, but not actually. Oh, this door is already open. Grenade storage box, which, not surprisingly, contains grenades. Some storage lockers here, but no sign of any controls for the torch, so I guess we'll have to go upstairs. So let's go there. One has to wonder, however, why the Batarians are trying to crash an asteroid into a human colony. I mean, I don't know what we did to them, but this seems rather extreme. A secure crate. And the torch control, that's what we were looking for. Let's disable the torch. And more of this.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
Let's see who this Kate person is that's been trying to reach us.
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team assigned to bring this asteroid to Terra Nova.
We were attacked yesterday by Batarian extremists. I've been hiding since they arrived. I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know, but if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terra Nova are going to die.
If I find out anything, I've
gotta go. Good luck.
Okay. So, we've confirmed that the Batarians are responsible here. Well, let's hope that Kate Bowman, any relation to Dave, can stay hidden